Chairman, Bishop, who's Ranking Member Grijalva, thank you for the opportunity to discuss my bill today, H.R. 1439, the Idaho Land Sovereignty Act. When I spoke about this legislation in the last session of Congress, I stated that there are two things that presidents do their last days in office. One, they declare new monuments, and two, they pardon convicted criminals. Both leave the public with a bad taste in their mouth. Just as designation of wilderness areas is a congressional prerogative, I believe the designation of national monuments should also be subject to congressional oversight. Sadly, this statement continues to be accurate, and thus I have reintroduced the Idaho Land Sovereignty Act this session of Congress. The legislation is simple. New national monuments could not be established by the President in Idaho absent congressional authorization. I've also heard it said, and I even heard it said today and seen it written, that since the Antiquities Act originated under a Republican president, and since Republican presidents have continued to use it, and since Republican Congresses have sometimes not complained about it, that Republicans in Congress shouldn't object to its use. I reject that argument. It holds no merit. I oppose the imposition of any federal lockups of Idaho's federal lands without congressional oversight. I oppose Republicans on the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. I oppose Republicans on the Patriot Act, and I would oppose the Republicans' efforts to lock up land in Idaho under the Antiquities Act. Bad policy is bad policy, whether enacted by a Republican or a Democrat. Since the federal government owns almost 70% of the land in Idaho, this legislation is vital. Congress must be involved in any move to restrict more lands in Idaho from private use. Additionally, access to federal lands for multiple uses should not be curtailed. The designation of new monuments in Idaho could reduce tourism, motorized recreation, and ranching in Idaho. The establishment of public lands is important, but they should not be established in a manner that circumvents congressional oversight and locks up public lands. I look forward to working with you and my colleagues to pass this legislation in this session of Congress to help protect Idaho. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Appreciate your testimony.